What happens when one city is no longer enough for the world's most ruthless businessman? When Cleveland's oil fields bowed to his will, Rockefeller's gaze turns outward, east to Pennsylvania, west to Indiana, south to Kentucky. What followed was not conquest with armies, but a silent invasion. Town by town, state by state, Standard Oil spread like a shadow across America. But Rockefeller was never satisfied. To him, an empire confined to Cleveland was no empire at all. Oil was flowing in Pennsylvania, New York, Indiana, new frontiers ripe for his discipline. If chaos reigned elsewhere, he would bring order. To Rockefeller, Pennsylvania was both opportunity and threat. If left unchecked, its chaotic producers could drown the market in cheap oil. But under Standard Oil's grip, it could become the artery of his empire. Late at night, emissaries of Standard Oil arrived in Pittsburgh, calm men with contracts in hand. Some refiners welcomed the stability, others resisted, only to find their shipments mysteriously delayed, their costs rising, their margins vanishing. Like roots beneath the soil, Standard Oil spread unseen. By the time rivals realized, the ground itself belonged to him. Wherever Rockefeller expanded, he carried with him secret rebates, preferential shipping rates, and the unspoken threat: side with him or lose your lifeblood. In Indiana, competitors tried to resist, but one by one they discovered their oil cars left sitting on sidings, their freight costs mysteriously higher. Standard Oil's tank cars rolled on time, cheaper, unstoppable. But Rockefeller had patience, deeper pockets, and discipline. Weeks stretched into months, months into years. By the end, the independents were ghosts, names remembered only in bankruptcy courts. Pittsburgh, Philadelphia, New York, Indianapolis, Louisville. Each new state was another thread, and in the center of the web always was Rockefeller, calm, calculating, invisible to the public eye, yet pulling every string. Maps of America began to change. Where once dozens of independent dots marked refineries, now vast clusters bore one name: Standard Oil. To the public, Standard Oil was invisible. To those in the industry, it was everywhere. No matter the state, no matter the distance, sooner or later, Rockefeller knocked at your door. From New York's harbors, Rockefeller could send oil not only across states, but across oceans. His empire was no longer national, it was becoming global. To the public, it was myth. To Rockefeller, it was mathematics. Each expansion was not greed, it was logic. Efficiency demanded scale, and scale demanded more territory. Some cursed the monopoly, others welcomed the steady wages and disciplined order. To Rockefeller, individuals mattered little. What mattered was the machine, and the machine was growing. In every state, the story was the same: fight and perish, or join and prosper. What began as a city monopoly had become a continental empire, and still, Rockefeller's eyes looked further. The answer, in Rockefeller's mind, was yes. For him, expansion was not conquest, it was destiny. And so Rockefeller crossed state lines, turning borders into mere lines on a ledger. He built not just a company, but a shadow across America. The question was no longer whether he could control Cleveland. It was whether anyone could stop him from controlling the nation itself.